The story begins in Windmill Village, a small port where a crew of pirates led by Red Haired Shanks has taken up residence. A young boy named Luffy is determined to prove his manliness to the crew, going as far as stabbing himself under the eye to show he isn't afraid of pain. During a celebration at the local tavern, Luffy eats a strange fruit the pirates brought back, the gum-gum fruit, which turns his body into rubber but robs him of his ability to swim. The peace is broken when mountain bandits led by Higuma enter the bar and humiliate Shanks. Luffy is furious that Shanks didn't fight back, but he soon learns the truth about strength. When Higuma later kidnaps Luffy and throws him into the ocean, a Sea King attacks. Shanks appears just in time to save Luffy, but he loses his left arm in the process. As the pirates eventually prepare to leave for good, Shanks entrusts his straw hat to Luffy, making him promise to return it only when he has become a great pirate. 10 years later, a grown-up Luffy sets out to sea. His journey starts with a disaster. His small boat is swallowed by a massive whirlpool. He survives by jumping into a wooden barrel, which is later recovered by the crew of the pirate Alvida. Here, Luffy meets Kobe, a timid boy who has been forced to act as Alvida's chore boy for 2 years. Luffy's blunt honesty about his dream to be the Pirate King and his willingness to die for it gives Kobe the courage to speak his own truth. He wants to join the Marines. When Alvida confronts them, Luffy's rubber body completely negates her iron club. He sends her flying with a gum-gum pistol, freeing Kobe and taking a small boat to head towards the nearest Marine base, where a famous prisoner is being held. Luffy and Kobe arrive at Shell's Town, home to a Marine base ruled by the tyrant captain Axe Hand Morgan. In the center of the base, the legendary pirate hunter Roronoa Zoro is tied to a wooden cross. He's been there for weeks without food after killing a pet wolf belonging to Morgan's son Helmeppo to save a little girl. Zoro has made a deal. If he survives 30 days of starvation, he goes free. Luffy, sensing Zoro's strength, decides he wants him as his first crewmate. However, Helmeppo reveals that he planned to execute Zoro the very next day, regardless of the deal. Realizing the Marines here are more corrupt than the pirates he's met, Luffy punches Helmeppo and storms the Marine base to find Zoro's swords. Inside the base, Luffy creates chaos, eventually finding Zoro's 3 katanas. He returns to the execution grounds just as Morgan's firing squad is about to shoot. Luffy uses his body to bounce the bullets back at the Marines, shocking everyone. He gives Zoro an ultimatum: join the crew or die where he stands. Zoro, refusing to let his dream of becoming the world's greatest swordsman end in a place like this, agrees to become a pirate. The fight is short and brutal. Zoro carves through the Marine soldiers, while Luffy takes on Captain Morgan. With a final, massive strike, Luffy levels the captain, ending his reign of terror over the town. With Morgan defeated, the regular Marines, who hated the captain's tyranny, refuse to arrest Luffy and Zoro. However, since they are pirates, they cannot stay. Luffy helps Kobe prove he isn't a pirate by picking a fake fight with him, allowing Kobe to finally enlist in the Marines. As Luffy and Zoro sail away in their tiny boat, the Marines at the docks stand at attention and salute the outlaws for saving their town. The first 2 members of the Straw Hat Pirates are now on their way to the Grand Line.